Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage. We are on another little adventure. So you guys might remember we did the swamp junkyard that we've been pulling cars out. The last car was the 39 Mercury. Well, when I basically made the deal in the beginning, the reason they let me buy some cars was I bought 5 cars in one shot. So we're finally picking up the last car. We've been trying to get this car out for a while. They had like their biggest machine try and drag this 41 Ford out Super Deluxe, and they got stuck. So we've had to wait for the weather to be decent where it wasn't super wet, and finally right before Hershey, Doug's crew was able to dig this out, and they gave me a call, but it was right at Hershey and I haven't had time, and now we finally have time. We're trying to get it out of there before the snow falls. So we're gonna go grab the 41 Ford. They not unfortunately, but they drug the truck out, or the car out, before we could bring the truck over and film. So it's already out, but we're gonna get it on the trailer, try and figure out what's going on with it. But the nice thing is I was planning on actually parting this car out because it's a 4-door, and my brother, who was not really into the traditional hot rod and custom thing and street rod thing, just from him and his kids coming over, they've taken a liking to it, and I've kind of sort of talked him into taking this 4-door, making a family street rod out of it. So he has a Ford pickup truck that's been his tow vehicle for years and has a built-up small block Ford in it, and it's getting rusty and he's going to retire it. So what better thing to do than to take the drivetrain out of his pickup truck, put it in a 41 Ford, and make a really neat family hauler street rod that's safe for the family to drive. So a little different than I'm doing, but it's pretty neat because we're going to get to save it. He's basically I'm just going to give me back all the old traditional hot rod stuff, the flathead, the drum brakes, all that stuff. I'm gonna save that stuff. He's gonna reuse the body, the frame, all that stuff, and then we're gonna keep it going. So we're gonna save this car, go through it, show you guys what's there, and then I'm gonna deliver it over to my brother so that he can start working on it at his shop that's maybe about 20 minutes away from my shop. So we're gonna drag the car out and just see how bad it is. Fingers crossed it's not as bad as the Mercury.
What do you think?
You moved the little T,
Huckster.
This thing. That's funny. You can actually get back here.
Yeah,
great.
Go around that side. Might be able to get through there.
Oh, it's easier on the back side. Yeah, because there's a 35 Ford pickup that's behind this. I think it's an Olds or whatever here.
Yeah.
Oh, he could get to that tilt front truck now.
Yeah, because he went in from the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is a world of difference.
Dude, it's not soupy.
Yeah, there's a pickup
Oh wow, you can actually see that pickup now.
behind this Olds here. But now that you got that cleared out front, you could probably just pull it right over.
There's that 35 Ford you couldn't see last time at all.
I don't have any interest in it, but it's cool as hell. R.I.P. Raccoon.
Didn't survive the frost.
I don't know. I wonder what happened to him.
Why is it blonde?
Yeah, he had highlights.
It's a redhead.
Once he's just sleeping, I touch him and he's like, yeah. Oh, dude, if Kate was here, she'd be mourning that raccoon's loss for. This thing's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's got a small block Ford in it, like a Mustang. Holy shit! That front axle's in the.
Not bad on this one.
That's because it wasn't actually sitting.
I mean, it's when I drug that white one out over there, the gas tank stayed in the mud.
Yeah.
Never assembled.
All right, I'm gonna go back the truck up. We'll get this loaded and get the fuck out of here. This is cool.
So we're here at the junkyard. You can hear the forklift coming now. In the comments below, let us know what you would like us to build next. Matt and I have a couple ideas stewing between us, but we'd like to know what you would like us to build. You want to see us pull the Oldsmobile out and work on it, pull out one of the F1s, Chevy truck. There's a bunch of options. Comment below, let us know what you think. Exactly what you've always wanted, right?
A 4-door 41 Ford. It's probably one of my least favorite cars to build. We gotta save them.
Can't let them get crushed.
That's right. All right, so we got the car home. It doesn't actually look as bad as I thought, well, as the other cars. It turns out the reason we picked this car is because it was actually kind of sitting, quote unquote, high and dry. It was a little bit out of the mud and the muck. So this one, even though it's surface rusted, it's actually not even as rusty on the outside body panels as the 39 Forgotten Hot Rod. Like the bottom of the doors and all that stuff, like they're not rotted out. The back pan, all that isn't as bad. So I'm pretty surprised. Now the one thing we didn't think of, I don't really want to pull this off the trailer yet, is can't fully get the doors open. So we're gonna try and figure out how we can get in. Oop. Come on. Ah, yeah.
That door hasn't been opened in a
A
while.
long time. And unfortunately, the door handle's broken off, but this is a Super Deluxe model, so it's got the extra like rib trim and all the doodads on it that makes it special. If you're into that stuff like I am. It's got this weird sign. Jim. What is this? I don't know what this is. Ugh. I've literally never opened this car. I bought it and I don't even think I touched the car.
We opened the doors in the very first video, I think, but it was like super like, well, all the headliners hanging down on the other side. Jim Her? Oh, it's a potato chip.
Oh, it's an old potato chip sign. It's dated. No, it's not dated.
It's plastic. It can't be that old.
I don't know. Jim still looks young and spry on there. What else do we got? Just another one?
It's the top part of it. Yeah, it's the top half. Or no, it's the end of it.
Man, if only we could open these doors. Right?
It's way more fun to watch you struggle.
All right. Anyways, that's not fun.
Not that interesting.
So this obviously has the suicide doors, which
It's kind of neat.
cool.
Ooh, look at that white vinyl.
Yeah, it's got extra wheels in the back. I'm kind of interested to see what it's got. Wonder if
Can you open the trunk?
I tried to just keep spinning.
somebody stole all the window cranks. Ugh.
Oh,
So
here we're getting a look on the inside right now.
sweet.
There's the back windows at the bottom.
How bad is it?
I can't quite tell. My arms quite aren't long enough.
Somebody throw a log under this?
Oh no, it's a piece of plywood that was like stuck.
No, that's a log. That must have fell out of the car.
Good
right.
thing we didn't drive very far.
We got firewood. Also has a chock. It has actually later Ford wheels on it. This is not the 41 style wheels. This is like a later truck wheel that's got the outside nubs.
That one still got air in it.
Yeah.
Probably water.
I don't know about that.
Back panel's pretty solid though. The latch mechanism's just spinning.
Son of a bitch.
But here, we'll get a shot under the car. It's actually not. I mean, it's fairly rusty, but the leaf springs are attached.
This is like way better than the Mercury I chose to build. I'm retarded. Let's see what the hood. I mean, like overall, like the car, like it's not smashed up, and I'm trying to teach you guys, like, or at least trying to get you to see my point of view, is like the car's not like smashed up. It's not like there was like tons of old repairs. Like it actually looks pretty straight and solid overall. A little bit of rust right here, which is a common spot where the running board area and the doors and the cow meet. I know the other fender has a little whammo in it, probably from just being in a junkyard. Like this trim's a little gouged up. The grill is a little
It's missing
broken
some
up,
teeth.
unfortunately, but that's a common thing. Now these usually rot super bad down here.
Oh yeah, there's a big old hole right there.
Yeah, but that's the pan. The nose right here is actually not rotted. It's the lower pan that's bolts on that's rotted. I love this emblem on these. Super cool.
There is a flathead in there. If we
think.
can I saw it.
What if there was like an Arden in here or something? All right, let's go. Ready?
Definitely not an Arden.
Why'd you roll? I was excited. You're gonna take all the fun out of it. All right, there we go.
It's a stock flathead.
Yeah, it's a right 59A.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So
I think the internet would hate you if you opened this and there was an Arden inside
yeah,
of it. I think someone would threaten to kill you.
they already have. So I'm sure the engine is stuck. I'm not even gonna really try. But engine overall looks complete. I don't see anything, you know, the battery tray, like even the firewall is pretty nice on this car. Tops and the fenders, like this car is actually pretty solid. It just sucks it's a 4-door because I would keep it otherwise. But
We can weld 2 of the doors shut.
we could. Yeah, we can make it a 5 window coupe. So this is the big whammo that's right here.
But luckily nothing's really creased too heavily, just a little crease.
My brother isn't good at like body work. He's more of a mechanical guy, so I'll probably help him release that damage and get it out. And right here it needs a little bit of rust repair, but it's nothing that's like major. A lot of it's surface rust. The other thing that's really expensive on these cars is, as I mentioned, this trim. 90% of the trim is still on the car. All this stuff here, so he's not going to have to spend his life savings to get all the trim back for this car. So everything looks pretty good. Oh, this has got original wheels here, the inside nubs on it. So does that one.
So they changed 2 of the, maybe the spare wheels in the back have the
that
correct.
might be it. Yeah, no springs are broken. It wasn't like sitting too far down in the mud, so this thing shouldn't be too bad to probably get the wheels rolling and all that. So I'm going to take it over to my brother's house and drop it off for him to store it because I have too much crap right now. And once he gets digging into it, we'll get the wheels freed up. I'll help him get the engine pulled out of it and all that stuff, and then we can see just how bad everything is. I'm hoping the floors aren't too horrible on it, but it's a little scary right now.
So have you thought about keeping it yet?
No, I'm not keeping it. It's 4-door. It's kind of ugly, but it's kind of cool. So no, I'm not keeping this. As I mentioned, my brother, I've infected him with the old car thing like this, so he's going to try and build this one up. I hope he doesn't tell me to turn around and take it home when I bring it over, because that'll totally mess up my plan for getting rid of a car.
Do you think they'd be pissed if we brought it back to the junkyard?
Yes. So the nice thing, as you guys saw when we were going through the junkyard since we were there last, they pulled this car out for me ahead of time, but they started actually clearing out around the back. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about, like, are any of the cars for sale, or they're asking about cars that are all the way in the back of the junkyard. Sounds like they're going to start to sell some of those GM and other cars that are around there. It's just a matter of figuring out a price and all that. So we'll definitely update you guys as we know more. We're going to start pulling a couple more out, hopefully maybe before winter, but we don't know. But basically we're trying to get some more vehicles out of there, so we will definitely keep you guys updated. When you saw the video, if there's a vehicle you think we should pull out that you saw in there, let me know, because I have a couple, one in particular that I can't wait to drag out of there and actually restore, or not, should revive is a better way to put it. So but yeah, if you guys see anything that's cool in there that you would like to keep or you think we should save, drop us a comment down below and let us know. As always, we do videos on Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays. If you're not subscribing, you should subscribe. Get on it. Thanks, guys. Catch you later.